Some Alabama Conecuh sausage.
Oh yeah,
we're all about meat over here.
Yeah, this is not plant-based over here, but it is really good. And we were talking earlier, it's perfect for maybe Labor Day or game day. Good for the weekend.
Yes, and it is going to be a big weekend, as y'all are talking about. I was at our store in Grand Bay this week, and I was talking to the market manager about what's on sale this week. We have an amazing Labor Day ad going out in the stores, and I said, you know, of course it'll be the holiday weekend. He said, well, there's actually 2 holidays this weekend.
Oh,
I was like,
no.
What? What's the other one?
I can
He
guess.
was like, Alabama football. And I was like, okay, which I'm an Auburn fan, but I'm also an Alabama fan too because my husband went there. I'm an SEC fan for sure, but I know that our family will be all about the Alabama game this weekend because I'll be totally outnumbered because we're going to Spiro's aunt's house and his whole family is all about that Bama.
Well, it's okay. We just support the SEC over here. So
for sure.
Whatever fan you are, maybe you're not even a sports fan, just cook it. Just cook it just because.
Yeah, exactly. I love to make this dip. My family loves this dip, and I haven't made it in a while, but it's really great for any kind of party and something that would be great all the way during the fall, you know, with whatever's going on. It's super easy to make. So we are just going to start with 1 pound of Conecuh.
Okay.
And I just did little, I cut the link in half lengthwise and then just sliced it into little half moons. And then I also cut up a sweet onion. And so we're just going to put this in here and cook it for about 10 minutes or so over medium-high heat and just, you know, let it brown.
Right. We also got our beans over here.
Yes.
Now this is really interesting. I was asking you earlier how you came up with this recipe because that's just 2 things I wouldn't think that I would put together, but
yeah.
It looks so good.
It is. It's really good, and it is something unique that you could take to a party because there's always, you know, kind of those favorites that you know, you always see kind of the same kind of things at a party, which is great. But it is nice to be able to take something different. So I have 2 cans of black-eyed peas in here, and I just drained them. I didn't rinse them because we do want some of that starch on here to make our dip a little bit thick for us. And I'm just going to take a fork and, you know, kind of mash some of them up, but you don't have to go all the way on all of them.
Right.
And it's just going to help our dip be, you know, kind of creamy and have a really good texture.
Yeah.
So we are all ready at Greer's for Labor Day. Our Labor Day ad broke today. Our ads always break on Wednesday. And of course you can pick up a copy in store or hit our website, greers.com. And our buyers did an amazing job as always. A lot of people are going to be grilling out this weekend.
Yeah.
We have ribs and Boston butts on sale. And if you don't feel like cooking, you can go to one of our delis. We have fried chicken on sale, and it's so fun. And I, you know, work in our stores a lot, and I always like to hear, you know, stuff from customers. And almost every time I'm working in a deli, they say, "Y'all have the best fried chicken ever." And I'm like, "Thank you." So if you haven't tried our fried chicken, there'll be a good chance this week because it's on sale.
Yeah, you don't want to miss that. Also, I was thinking maybe if you are a vegetarian, one of the Beyond Meat fans, you could also make this more into like a bean dip.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You could totally omit the Conecuh, and you could add, we're going to add some roasted red peppers later. You know, we have our onion, and you could add a little bit more spice to it. And yeah, it would be a wonderful bean dip. And that's what's fun about, you know, making something at home. You can put in there what you like, or if you didn't really like black-eyed peas, you could use black beans in this. So recipes are fun because you can always kind of change them up to whatever you like.
Yep. Make it to whatever you want, and maybe what your people at your home want as well, your family and your friends for football and for Labor Day. Well, we're going to work on this, and coming up with Joe, what will you be doing next?
So we're going to keep working on the mixture and make sure that our Conecuh and our onions get cooked.
Sounds good and smells good too. Joe?
Cooking up some dip.
This is right up your alley.
This is. I'm excited about this. We got the Conecuh, we got chips, we got cheese, we got onions.
We are ready for football. We are ready for Labor Day weekend. We're just ready to eat. I really don't know whose this alley would not be up.
Right. You know what I need to think about?
What?
I actually haven't. I need to think about what I'm making on Saturday.
Oh
for college football. Yeah, I mean, this dip.
And most people probably don't know that Joe loves to cook, and you're a really great cook. You got to try this and see what your family thinks. And it's definitely something that you could, make spicy. You could not add any of the spice, so it could be, kicked up or really kind of mild for a lot of people. And also now, well, not now, I mean, Conecuh also has a spicy version of their sausage, so you could do, spicy too, so that would be a good thought.
I need to try that out.
Yeah, so what we have is...
How have I not tried that out?
I don't know.
What's wrong with me?
I know. It's good. I mean, it's obviously good. And it is spicy, but it's not so much that you can't eat it. And it used to be, they changed the packaging. It used to kind of look like the regular one, so it was really easy to make the mistake. But now the spicy package is kind of white labeled.
You know
so
what I
you
did
can
that with?
find that.
I did that with sriracha. They've got a regular sriracha and a spicy sriracha. Yeah, like a hot one, and I didn't look, and then I made something with it for my whole family, and my kids were like, "This is spicy."
No.
I just poured milk into it.
That is really the worst. When you get something too spicy, it really is really terrible.
Yeah. So this is a huge weekend for y'all because the start of football, college football, and Labor Day coinciding. So not only is it the football season, but it's legit a 3-day weekend too.
Yeah, and I was telling Chelsea about everything that we have going on at the stores. All of our Greer stores have really great prices on everything, every day of the week. But our buyers really did a great job on this Labor Day ad. So go to Greers.com right now, and you can pull up that ad and you can kind of plan what you're going to get for the weekend. A lot of people are like, okay, you bring this, you bring this, you bring this, so you can kind of go ahead and start planning what you're going to get. We'd love to help and be a part of your Labor Day weekend.
You guys doing anything special for Saturday games?
We are. Spiro's aunt is from Mary Esther over there between Navarre and Destin, so we always go there for the weekend, and his whole family comes, which is nice because they live out of town, so we don't get to see them that much. So that's kind of our Labor Day tradition, and we watch football and are outside in the pool, and so the kids are all excited about going to her house and seeing everybody. But I will definitely be shopping before I go. And
you know where you should shop?
Where?
Greer's.
And I'm such a spoiled shopper because even though I'm in a store almost every day, I still order my groceries online. And they're probably like, why can't she just shop for herself? But I'm so busy. It's like I'm working, even though I'm in a store.
Sure.
I'm working and doing things, and then at night
go
or
somewhere
wherever
or something.
Yeah, and then I just place my order online, and the store gets it all ready for me, and then it's great because I can either go by and get it, or Spiro can stop by and get it on the way home. So if you haven't tried online shopping, it really is. I know I talk about it all the time, but it's just been such an amazing lifesaver for me and so many people I know. So when you're on our website checking out the ad, you can look at the online shopping page, and you can just give it a shot. You can make a small order at first, and see if you like it, and it's really great. So yeah, I think we have a pound of Conecuh in there and a small onion. And then over here we have 2 cans of black-eyed peas that I drained, and I just was using a fork to smash some of those up. And now we're gonna add a couple other things. We're gonna add 8 ounces of sour cream, and I got a jar of roasted red peppers that I drained and just chopped those up.
I feel like Michael White has something funny to say over there.
What is he gonna say?
I don't know. I feel like he's thinking about something. Making some weird faces.
Michael.
Or maybe it's just his normal face. Oh!
No!
Uncalled for, out of nowhere.
Oh. We love Michael's normal face.
Anyway, so I think we should wrap this up now before I say anything else stupid.
No, yeah.
And then we'll get back in a little bit. This is looking really good. You add it all together. We'll stir it up. We'll come back, and more of Lucy's Hot Conecuh and Black Eyed Pea Dip coming out. I don't know why, Michael. I'm sorry.
Back in the kitchen with our friend Lucy, making this hot Conecuh and black-eyed pea dip.
Yes.
Now, so good. Joe and I have been getting the chips and just snacking the Conecuh because the dip's not ready yet, but we're adding a few things to kind of tie everything in.
This is like cookie dough. It's hard to actually make the cookies without just eating all the dough. Same thing with the Conecuh. Yeah, so I took a pound of Conecuh and 1 onion, and I cooked it for about 10 minutes over medium-high until it got nice and brown, and I did drain off a little bit of that fat.
Yeah.
And then I just added a tablespoon of chopped garlic, and I used a tablespoon of some diced green chilies because I had those, but you could use jalapenos.
Yeah.
And I was just going to let that cook for just a minute because we don't want that to burn. But in this bowl, we have 2 cans of black-eyed peas. I just drained those, and I took a fork and kind of mashed those up a little bit. We added 8 ounces of sour cream, about a half a cup of roasted red peppers that we just chopped up, and then just a little bit of salt and pepper. And so now I'm going to add this in here. All of our yummy onions and Conecuh, and Joe and I talked about spice level earlier. So I added, like I said, the tablespoon of green chilies or jalapenos, and if you didn't want to do that, then you absolutely don't have to. And sometimes when I make it, I add some hot sauce in there, but that's totally optional too. So, you know, when you make something, of course, you know your audience and what you like. So if there's something in there that, you know, you feel like might be too much heat, well then, you know, just don't put it in there.
Yeah. I love all of the colors that are coming out here.
It turns out really pretty, and I like to eat it with either Fritos or tortilla chips. And we're gonna pour it into this baking dish. I put just half of that cheese into the center, and we're gonna bake it at 375 for about 35 minutes or so until all that cheese melts and it gets nice and bubbly.
Yeah, so beautiful. Again, perfect for game day, perfect for Labor Day. Now, of course, you can get all of these ingredients for such a good price at your local Greer's.
Yes, absolutely. We talked so much about our Labor Day ad, so please, you know, go into one of our stores. We are ready for everybody, or go to our website and you can check out what is online and what is on sale, and it's going to be a great weekend, and we are ready to help all of our customers at Greer's.
Yeah, remember that fried chicken is on sale too, everyone.
Definitely. So all across the store, produce, we got watermelons on sale, to the deli and the fried chicken, and grocery always has amazing prices on everything, and we talked about meat. So yeah, come see us.
Of course. Well, Lucy, thank you again. We'll see her next week.